Good morning and happy Monday. Let's start the week off the right way with the right energy. Yesterday I was at church. The pastor was talking about spiritual growth and development and your path along that journey. And what really struck me was this quote. He said, "Don't confuse your roots for fruits." And I was like, I didn't really get it, but I'll explain it really quickly. During our journey, we have to do some things. We have to change, we have to grow, we have to do some things a little bit differently. As we act and we change, there's two different paths we can take. We can take a passive path, where we kind of wait for things to happen to us or happen for us, or we can take an active path. Now, with this active path, a lot of people think that, hey, I'm just gonna put action into something, and then that's gonna change the way I think and how I move and all of that good stuff. And that's true to an extent, but at the end of the day, you have to change from the root. And that change from the root will then impact the fruit that you kind of give. So, as you change your roots, you get different fruits. And that means, hey, you can change your actions, but you have to change the way you think, the way you move, the way you speak, all of those internal things in order to change what you put outwardly, right? So I live by this concept. You got to change the way you speak first. Then you got to change the way you think, and that'll ultimately change the way you act. So if I start to speak things into existence, telling the world and telling the people around me what I am and what I can do and what I will do, that'll start to change the way I think. I'll think in a more positive manner. I'll have a little bit more confidence in myself and what I can do. And as I change the way I think, that'll ultimately change my patterns, my routines, my habits, all the things that I consistently do to build me to that point. And as I change the way I think, I'll ultimately change the way I act. Because the way I think is the way I'm going to end up acting. So at the end of the day, don't confuse your roots for fruit. All right? Change the way you speak to change the way you think. Changing the way you think will change the way you act. It's not an outward thing. It's not an after the fact thing. You have to start at the beginning, start at the root, start at the core, which is you. Have a good week. Chase for shores.